So, Urban Golf Hazard Nation, we are back. We've got content. Beardless, I've lost my sight since the last one. Uh, got my good friend from Detroit, Tim Franklin, on with us. What's up
Yes,
at Motown?
sir. UGH back in the building. Happy evening to all. Yes, yes, yes.
I have been eagerly awaiting this specific show because is there any more urban golf than in Detroit and in Flint?
I don't think so, especially not the way we do it with
Not
our
the way
style,
that we do it, for sure.
Yeah, it's pretty cool up here. It's sad that it's coming to an end, unfortunately. I mean, you know might squeeze out a handful more of rounds, but I'm gonna miss it. I'll say that. But we squeeze it in. We squeeze it in for the 5-6 months we get. I'll say that.
You got to do what you got to do.
Exactly.
But man, for those 5 or 6 months, it's so good.
It is. It is. And, I mean, the season changing too with the fall. A lot of us like fall golf up here. I just like it. I like it 80, 85, sun is out, everything's green. But there is something to all those trees looking orange and brown around in a little fall scramble tournament. It's not that bad. It's pretty cool. But I just don't like it because it represents that my season's done in a month and a half. That's the only reason I just can't get my mind around it. So, but yeah, it's pretty cool up here.
I remember when I had I lived in Chicago for a little while, okay. and when I had fall golf, it usually meant that the trees were going to be beautiful, but the ground was going to be pretty soggy.
Yes.
And so your ball just plugs, and you're stuck, and you feel like you can't hit it out of your shadow because it's cold and it's wet.
Freezing. Exactly. No more 7 a.m. tee times because it's 34 degrees. The best you're going to get is 52 at about noon or 1. Exactly. Not to mention, if you don't stripe it in the fairway all the time, like I do not, the leaves. You spend an extra 15 minutes over 18 holes total, and you can't find your ball. It's crazy. But even if a course really takes care of itself and gets the leaves out of there, you still struggle. You still struggle to see that ball all the time.
I have discovered a secret weapon to that, though, Tim Franklin.
Is this? Lay it on me. I got an idea where this is going, but lay it on me.
Titleist Pro V1 yellow ball.
You play a colored ball.
I shot my lowest round in 10 years with a yellow golf ball.
You are kidding. I would have guessed the Dave, the purist, the lover. I would never have guessed you played a colored golf ball. Even to try it, I wouldn't have guessed that. I wouldn't have guessed it.
It is a purist in a way because
it is.
The golf that I grew up playing, my ball was usually so old it was yellow. So I'm used to it.
It was down to the point where it was that old faded yellow.
It was.
The old Titleist logo wasn't in cursive. I got you.
Hey, I'm going to share my screen here. You tell me if you can see the PowerPoint.
Oh, yeah. Yep. There goes the city. There goes home.
How does that look?
Yeah. That's gorgeous. I love that. That's gorgeous. We actually have a picture like that up at my storage site. Not identical, but something very serious there. So,
and I miss
then over there to the right. I think that's Kobo over there to the left. Oh man.
And what happens right here?
I think now please don't hate me, guys, if anybody's looking at this and hearing all of us, but I'm pretty sure that's Kobo Arena. Might have even been renamed by now, but that has done everything from the North American International Auto Show to Piston games.
So that's not Joe Louis. That's not Joe Louis.
I don't think it's Joe Lou. Joe Lou was not that circular, and right. I'm looking for Joe Lou right now, and unfortunately, I'm just not seeing it.
I think Joe Lou's kind of back in here.
It might be, yeah. It might be. Because Kobo, I just always remember being such a circular, kind of facility. So, but. Now, there you go. Now, this is Angelo's affiliated with this course as well. Angelo used to run this for a summer or two, I do believe. And I'll keep this real short, but this has the infamous 88-yard par 3 that no matter who you are, you can be a phenomenal golfer like you and Lowe, or you can be on my level. Double bogey can win the hole. Nobody can seem to figure this hole out. It's 88 yards from the tips. Ask Lowe about it. To this day, no one can understand it. But that's Chandler Park's claim to fame. So
it's an enigma wrapped in mystery. I've sat there.
I know you've been there.
Great, and I'll get to that hole, and you outthink yourself. You're like, it's a sand wedge. It's a 60. It's a hard. It's a maybe if I just chip a 9, and you end up hitting it in the bunker and making bogey or double.
There's no water, right? There's no hazard, and just avoid the bunker, get on a green from 90 yards, and your money. It's a third shot into a par 5.
Here's Angelo in some tree trouble. I found this old video.
Oh wow, is this at Chandler?
Oh yeah, number 18.
He's got a little Sergio thing going here off the tree here. Sergio at the PGA.
I was a little worried.
Oh, I'd be too. Oh, if he would have scissor kicked, that's Sergio.
How did he do that?
Did he pull that off? Did that land anywhere near the green?
The truth will never be told. But
Fair enough.
Dude, that day, okay. Now, you tell me if this is not Angelo, okay? I show up. I get out of the parking lot. I haven't seen Angelo in like 3 years.
Okay.
And I was in a suit, so I'm putting on my golf shirt real quick. And it was a shirt that I had accidentally put in the dryer, and I'd never worn it the second time, and it looked a little small. So I went ahead and put it on. I mean, it was snug, but maybe enough where he wouldn't notice. He walked out of the pro shop. He looks at me and he goes, "You still shopping at the Baby Gap?" Good to see you too, Angelo.
Now that's first time seeing you in 3 years. That's what he throws out.
I mean, come on now.
That's so low. I wouldn't have guessed any other thing. That's so low.
What are you supposed to do?
Great dude.
Let me make sure here. I'm going to stop sharing this because I wonder about people in the waiting room.
Oh, you can't see who's about to jump on if you're sharing the presentation? Okay.
It's still us, but maybe Lowe will jump on. Maybe Joey. I sent the invite out to him, but if it's just the two of us, we can hold the show.
Sure, no doubt. You know the drill, baby. That's
Here we go. We'll go back to this now. I believe that this is the little 88-yard green.
It very well could be. Forgive me for not. No, I play Chandler B-Dot literally, once a year. And maybe 3 times when Angelo was there, and because, you always got to support your boy. So, but yeah, I don't get to Chandler that much for that exact reason. It's like I got that hole to worry about. I got some other stuff, and it was just like, okay. Nah,
well, it's interesting that sort of was, Angelo grew up playing the city courses in Detroit.
Yes.
He was a Muni kid like you and I were.
Yep.
And fell in love with golf management. And if Angelo had anything to do with the golf course, that course was always in good shape.
Oh, man. B-Dot.
Rest assured. And people would come play.
Literally just said the words that I have said multiple times. I got a couple of my basketball buddies now who, as we don't get any younger, and basketball becomes a little less and less, they've gotten into the game of golf. And I've shared that exact thing with them. Angelo, this course might come up as we do this. Angelo used to be affiliated with Rackham, very old school, very, very, course that still gets a lot of traffic. And at each stop Angelo's been, whether it's been Chandler, whether it's been Rackham, whether it's been Cherry Creek, they have been improved. Angelo always keeps the greens in phenomenal shape. He keeps the tee boxes right. The clubhouse. I remember walking into Rackham his first season there, and I didn't even know that you could do that with all the merchandise and stuff. He had it all in front of the customer. It was just great. It was wherever Lowe goes.
Did Joey just join?
Joey just got on?
Yeah,
Joey, get your Chicago self on here, baby.
We got to see your face.
Do what I did, Joey. There might be a menu option at the top, little 3 dots. And you have to select start video call. I had to do that for some reason on the second time. Oh, there he is.
Hey, Joey.
Mr. Chi-Town. What's up, Joey?
What's up, Bugs?
Man, did you just barnstorm a Banana Republic?
Hey, what are you talking about?
Now, Joey, Joey's been up here, right? You played the course right up here that you see on the screen. You've got some Chandler experience?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Me, Lloyd, my dad.
See, I was just saying that Angelo, and Joey calls him Lloyd. We call him Lowe. That was his
Lloyd Lowe.
first jaunt
Lowe.
at running a golf course was at Chandler. He took it from a horrible shape, no one played it, to getting leagues out there, to getting just all sorts of play.
Oh yeah,
perfect
big
shape,
money games with good players. Yeah,
and then he went over to this course, Rackham, which is not too much longer. I mean, Chandler's a short course, fun to play. Rackham is a challenge.
Rackham's a true test of golf, in my humble opinion. You've got a wide open front. I'm sorry, you got a bit of a carved in trees front nine, some angles, some directions, and then a little bit more maybe wide open on the back. But Rackham's no joke, man. It got a 450-yard par 4 to start your back nine, right on 10, and if the wind is up, it's a short par 5. And
Ben Davis.
Is a good test of golf.
Ben Davis drive.
I had to put up my boy Ben. Now I've actually played in the Ben Davis tournament. Do any of you know the history of Ben Davis and Rackham?
My uncle knew from Florida. I didn't know. My uncle introduced it to me. I've heard some things. Please enlighten. But yeah, my uncle knew from Florida when I was first starting the game. I didn't know.
Just a well-respected, heck of a coach, heck of a player. From Detroit, and being African American, and breaking through back then in that time, in that era, and he was respected by every pro country club or public course, and people still, when you say the name Ben Davis, man, in Detroit, he is a golf icon.
Oh yeah, they know 100%. Now Joey, back me up on this, B-Dot. You may know this story too. I think Angelo shared with me one of his first lessons was from Ben Davis. And
there he is.
Before he took one swing, he looked at a set of clubs, and Lowe's clubs weren't clean. Lowe's single-digit age, he didn't know. And Ben said, son, go clean your clubs. Then we'll start this lesson tomorrow. Is that true, Joey? Did I make that up? I swear Lowe told me that.
No, that sounds like a true story.
That's true.
That's him. True. I mean, there he is right there. He's never seen a shower. That's him right there.
That's
him.
So I got to show you guys this because Angelo, the clubhouse at Rackham is beautiful, and I love old architecture. And so he said, I never go up there, but if you come up this door, through this little old door that was boarded up, and he had taken it apart. He goes, let's go up and check out the upstairs. And so
Dude, I've never been up there. I've never seen this.
Ty Cobb had a locker up there.
What?
Joe Lewis had a locker up there. Angelo,
you saw the names, B-Dot? The names were still there, or Lowe was just telling you?
I don't remember if I saw the names or if Angelo told me that back in the day it was a private club, and that Joe Lewis and even before then Ty Cobb had a locker up there.
Wow.
And then we found about, I would say 40 sets of golf clubs that had been given to the city, and we didn't even know they were up there. And so Angelo was giving them to the first tee.
Wow, that's awesome.
But
I had no idea there were showers. I've been playing at Rackham for double-digit years. I had no idea this was up there. No clue.
It's awesome. I've got a ton of other pictures that I didn't put in the presentation, but I will say this, that Angelo did such a great job there that they formed Motown Golf.
Yes.
And Motown Golf Management, MGM, and they were trying to acquire and manage, not acquire to buy, but to get the contract to manage all the city courses.
Right.
And for those watching that don't know the story, they won the bid.
Yes.
And the city of Detroit was so discombobulated at the time with the emergency management officer and the bankruptcy that had come in. They had a federal employee that was actually running the city, not the mayor. And they did not award him with the contract, even though he won the bid. And so Angelo said, Brian, if you can help me out and try to get council to listen to me, I'll give you, you can be a part of Motown Golf Management. And I was like, dude, I'm in. And so I called the council president and I got him an appointment and everything looked really good. And then they still didn't give him the contract.
Wow. So I didn't know.
Man.
But
didn't know
as
that
we
second
know,
part.
sometimes when God closes a door, He opens a window, and
Very
the
true.
window was Flushing Valley Country Club. So, Joey, do you want to tell the story about how Angelo fell into to Flushing?
Did you unmute Joey? Could you hear us? I think Joey's on mute.
Oh, he went on mute.
I'm not even doing anything. It keeps
There we
going to
go.
mute.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, there's something wrong with the Zoom call. It kicks me out. It's putting me on mute when I'm not supposed to be on mute.
I love Zoom. Maybe we do Google Hangout next time.
Yeah, Google Hangout.
Yeah.
Is that?
I think I know that character.
We lost you again, Joe. Well, I'll jump in real quick because when Angelo told me he was part owner of Flushing Valley Country Club, I was like, hey, you do what? You got a golf course? And he found some money. He found a partner. They bought it for, Tim, was it like $900,000 or something like that?
I believe so. Yeah, under $1 million from what I
remember.
remember.
Under $1 million.
Yeah.
Got this beautiful golf course. Got this amazing clubhouse. It has an Olympic-sized pool. Who's that cat?
And awkward clientele, apparently.
Awkward clientele.
Beautiful golf course, but awkward clientele, apparently.
I gotta show y'all this. If Flo was on, this is a lesson he gave me, and I found this when I was going through my phone. So let's see.
Is that Joe Namath? Go back to that fur coat.
No, wait, look at this. Look at what he had me doing.
So this is low. Wait. What were you trying to eliminate, B? What were you doing?
I was trying not to get flat, but I hit it. He goes, "You were still flat."
You were still flat.
I hate him sometimes.
You were still
where's Joe
flat.
Namath?
It's Joe Namath.
Broadway Joe.
The great. Now there, wait a minute.
Is that a Huggy Bear?
The great is not a great story, but that's not even my mink. Nothing on that picture me is mine other than the Coors Light. Those glasses aren't mine either. So safe to say, Flushing promotes a very fun atmosphere when the sun goes down. I think we all know that. So safe to say I was partaking in that fun. Near about 3/4 through, it was like, let me try on this mink. And no one said otherwise. No one said stop. So yeah, there's not much in that picture that's mine other than the Coors Light.
It's confused. You don't know if he's Huggy Bear or Joe Namath.
Do you have clothes on under that thing, I presume?
Well, what did you say earlier, B-Dot? The truth will never be known. We'll just leave it at whoever took that picture, only we know, So that's no, but that was our good friend Chucky. I don't know if you've met him, but he's just a great cat up there. We all love Chuck. I hope Chuck watches this one day. Joey, I know you've met him. That was Chuck's birthday from a couple of years ago, and we just had a good time. I think that's Chuck's mink, to be honest, but that's who it was. That's why we were up there. So, yeah.
Well, that is quite the outfit for sure. Now, this whole dining area, the 19th hole, there's also a very formal dining room too, but Joey, you know what I'm going to say. We, during my Trevathan Cup golf tournament, we played Flushing. Angelo hosted us the first day.
Yes.
And, I mean, we had like 16 people. He comped everybody.
In one group. 16 people in one group, Tim Boy.
But Angelo, he comped us all. We didn't pay a penny. I said, at least let us buy dinner and, give you some food revenue. He's like, all right, sure. Right. So we're sitting there, and Carlos, who just got a free round, he goes,
bad.
Angelo, what the heck's wrong with your cart pass, dog? Joey goes, shut up, man. You just got free golf.
You got a free round, a free meal, a free shot, and my boy Los came at the cart pass. Oh, man.
I mean, his country club.
Los, I love you, baby. I love you, Los.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, so here's the Olympic-sized pool that came with the $900,000, an aerial view of the golf course, and then from the outside, it's got to be, what's the square footage of the clubhouse?
Oh, Joey, I'm bad with that. I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know.
20,000? 25,000?
10,000.
10,000? But then he built like a little wedding cottage.
Oh, yeah.
what was crazy is when we're driving in the front gate, and the course is old. It has history. It's built in the 40s. A river winds through it. Well, that's hard to say.
River, yep, right. You're right behind the range. Yeah.
And when I'm driving through, there's this beautiful house right on the corner that has that beautiful backyard and the pool and all that.
Yeah.
And Angelo said that house is for sale for $950,000. So
Wow.
you could have had that house or all this.
Or all the right. Yeah.
I don't
He's
know,
done a
but
great job with it. I mean, let me be the first to say when I first went up there, guys, I was nervous to the point of like, man, what is my boy going to be able to do? And slowly but surely, it just turned into something that I enjoy playing now. Enjoy playing, you know. It really is nice up there now, guys. Really is, as you know.
well, the first time I played it, it was very soft, perfect conditions. Greens would hold. And the second time I played it, he knew we were coming, and he dried that sucker out. And the greens were like bouncing.
He made it a little more slick, huh?
It was everybody agreed the course that day played harder than Arcadia did, than Forest Creek.
Wow, that's
Forest Dunes, the Loop.
Oh, wow.
Everyone scored higher at Flushing.
Wow. And Flushing is what, 62?
It's short.
Yeah.
But it's not length on
right.
certain holes. You know, there's certain holes that are really unusually long. But then the first time I played it, it was like a perfect day. We played 36 holes. We ate dinner there. We hung out. It was really hot that day. And he's like, hey, let's go jump in the pool. So we go jump in the pool. We're splashing around. And I go, Angelo, we're in this pool by ourselves splashing around. But we're like a bunch of little kids.
Is that not too common, B-Dot, for a couple of grown men? Is that what I'm hearing? Is that what...
Everything was great until he took me back to this little bachelor pad. And he's like, well, here's where you can sleep tonight.
Now, where is this?
I looked out the window and I saw that. No, this is overlooking number
10. Number 10.
Number 2.
Joey, is that the house? Is that
That's
Marina?
the house. It looks over number 10. Number 10, where Chuck lived. Not too far from
condo.
Chuck's house.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
it's a condo. Where Mike used to live.
Where Mikey used to live. Gotcha. Okay.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I'm going to preface this by Angelo said, hey, you need a hotel. We got a place for you to stay. Got a place for you to stay.
Right there.
I'm thinking.
And this was it? There's
got
no
a
mattress.
bed. I got a golf course. I walk in, there's this room with not a stitch of furniture in it. He said, let me get the blankets from the basement. No pillow.
Tired. He played 36. He wants to stretch out on a mattress.
I have to take my travel duffel bag and make a pillow, sitting with my neck like that.
Oh.
I said, and then at night, all the lights were off. I got my phone on. All of a sudden, and all these bugs start coming in, getting on my mouth and the phone screen. Hold on, somebody tried to get in here. Let's see, Angelo.
Man. You'd have been better off sleeping in the office, man, in the clubhouse. Oh,
you know, beggars can't be choosers.
Man.
But Angelo, you gotta turn your camera. Oh, you got his audio on. He's got to turn his camera on.
Here's my boy.
What's going on, boys?
What's up, A Square? What's up, Low Dog?
You all right?
Here he is.
Hey,
Yeah.
we're just dog cussing you. I told him about the first time I went to Flushing. You showed me 36 beautiful holes. We played golf all day. We had lunch. We had fun and games and dinner afterwards. Then you said, hey, let's go swimming. We went swimming. And then you said, hey, I got a place for you to stay. And then you gave me this.
I gave you a portable freaking bed, right? I'm sorry I can't swear, but yeah. Sorry about that, guys.
Is that what that thing with the hole in it was?
I was dealing with some meetings and trying to get some investors on the app, but everything went well. I thought it was just a an hour and a half conversation. It turned into a 2.5-hour conversation, but it's all good.
No, we're just looking at the Spider-Man sheets you gave me here. We're good.
Spider-Man sheets. What's going on? What's going on there?
This was B-Dot's first stay at Flushing ever, and he was treated to these
with
accommodations.
you and Charlie that night.
Yeah, I somewhat impressed them, right?
So here's is this number 18 green?
That is
Wait.
no. That's number 9 now. We switch it. We switch it around.
Right.
Oh, you switched the nines. I didn't know.
Yeah,
that.
10,
We did
10
switch
used
it.
to be 1. Right.
Yep. Exactly.
So the elevated T box B dot with the electrical wire up there, that's 10 now. Which I
Right.
love. I
Well,
like it like that.
Right.
Angelo, we've been talking a lot about you. So I kind of we started at Chandler. We talked about Rackham. We talked about Ben Davis. We talked about how you fell into Flushing and made it happen. But tell us, like, what are you doing now? Like, you're getting into this app. You got the Golfler app. So, like, what great endeavor are you getting into now? This mystery of Angelo Arca.
You know what? You gotta get out there. Golf business is a tough business. So I'm getting into the app. I can't discuss it quite yet. I mean, probably we can discuss it, outside public, but for sure we can discuss it outside public. But yeah, I mean, it's a great app.
Let's see, we have 2.2 million people on right now. So yeah, let's not mention it.
Yeah, let's not mention that. It's going to come out soon. Probably we're looking to get it out around, I don't know, around March maybe.
Well, do I still have a standing invitation to play in the Flushing City Amateur next year?
Absolutely. Not just the City Am. You're welcome to play anytime.
Well, you were very kind. You hosted 16 of us that time. We didn't pay a penny, and then Carlos made fun of your cart pass. I still feel bad about that.
Roast dog.
But
yeah, because he shot 92. I mean, that's
he did. I told him we shot higher on your course than we did at Arcadia or the Loop or any of those courses.
Los is better than that.
Exactly.
Los was 92.
Yeah, I mean, what does carpet got to do when you shoot 92?
Hey, there were some pretty low scores in the Flushing City Amateur this year.
Yeah. I mean, I'm talking five over won it, but it's a tough golf course. It's not a bomber's golf course at all, but
no,
it's the target golf. It fits you, Brian.
Yeah, I don't know if that was a compliment or not.
Tim plays well at Flushing Valley all the time. It's probably because of
Angelo, my latest hardware.
That's just a lot of unfortunate for me. I do like it, though. I really do like Flushing. My favorite shot's got to be 10 now. That tee shot, little right to left, elevated. I just love that. Love that.
Oh, you're calling your shots now, Tim?
Trying to. Everybody that's listening may not know how bad I am, so I can act like I hit it well every time. So, but yeah, that nice little right to left up there that I normally do well. Yeah.
Tim goes and plays Pebble Beach, and now he's calling shots.
I mean,
I know he is calling shots.
So what hole? This was your old place, looking out.
It's still our place for the record.
I call this the morning after.
Hole number 11 now. This is a short 320-yard par 4. It's drivable for some of us, which is me.
Yeah,
out of bounds left and
Mr. Matt Little, he can get there.
Yep, out of bounds left, and it's bailout right. That's the play.
Well, and it is easier. It's just as easy to hit a 5-iron out of bounds on that hole as it is a driver.
Exactly. You just gotta be target. Like I said, it's a target golf. It fits your eye. It fits you. I mean, you're a great target golfer.
It may be my favorite hole out there because it breaks the mold. I've never played a hole like that. And I like holes that are different than anything I've ever played. And it's not just a regular standard golf hole. It is really weird, and I really like it. And the green is like back to front like this.
Yeah.
Right.
I remember the first time we played it, I laid up short and I hit it like 5 feet. And smart aleck Angelo goes, "There's a bogey," because I hit it 5 feet past the hole.
I hear that so many times when we're playing with our good buddy Batch. Batch will stripe it or do something. You'll hear low in the background. That's a bogey.
Let me tell you about Batch. I wish he could have been on.
He would have loved it. He would have loved it.
First time I played golf with you, Angelo, in Detroit, I can't remember where we played. It was with Batch somewhere.
Yep, exactly.
And we're on the second hole or third hole, and you rope one way left, and you turn to Batch and you go, "Is that out of bounds?" He goes, no OB over there at all. He said, "There's grass up to here. You won't be able to find it, so you'll have to re-tee."
True story. I mean, it's true story. I mean, that's how we say it. I'm like, no, that's not out of bounds. That's not out of bounds, but you have to receive because you can't find that.
That's so SB.
Can you guys see Batch in this picture, or are we covering it up?
We're covering him up. We're covering him up. I can't see him.
He's right there. He's the fattest one over there.
He's not going to want to hear that when I forward this link to him.
And could we please talk about Ryan for a second? His cross-handed. I mean, talk about his game, because he was smoking the ball, and I looked and his grip was upside down.
No, we call it left hand low. Left hand low is what we call it.
Jordan Spieth style, huh? RG, one of the coolest cats in the game.
He hits it left hand low, meaning when you're putting left hand low, but he hits driver, irons, putter, anything that you can imagine left hand low. But guess what? It works for him.
Gets the job done.
He's thinking about putting a DVD together and start teaching the left hand low.
Oh wow!
Well, what course was this that we played? It was like a.
I was about to ask the same thing.
This is a private course called Prestwick Village. I invited you guys out to come out there. This is the home of the Michigan Open. So, great track, great finishing hole. Actually, this is the finishing hole, hole 18. Tough hole. I mean, over the water. You can't carry it on the right side. It's 440, so it's a great finishing hole, to be honest.
That's a better angle for the tee box. Do my hips look big?
I don't think I can comment on that one. Joey, what do you think, man?
I don't know. You might want to ask your wife on that one.
But I'll tell you one thing. I'll go back to Ryan here. You wouldn't want to scrap with this dude. I'm just telling you that much. If you're a guy who's a parole officer and you play golf left-handed low and you hit it as far as he does, don't mess with him.
Well, we just don't call him a PO. He's a little mayor in town. He's a pretty big deal.
He is a big deal.
He knows everybody in town.
And just a true cat. You'll never hear him say anything, bad about somebody. He's not that type of dude,
Yeah, he's always positive. He'll always got your back, man. Great.
If I had to guess, guys, in this picture, just to another classic SB, only B-Dot's looking at the camera. Lowe is looking at Steve like, what did you just say about me? Ryan's looking like, I can't believe he just said that. Steve just said something right there. We all know it. We all look at Lowe, looking at Bash like, how could you say
that? I look kind of angry, am I?
I feel like I'm Bill Lambier in that picture.
You're somewhat taller than all of us right now. People think probably you're 6'4", but really 5'4". We're all 5 foot nothing.
Bill Lambier, good Detroit sports drop. Good.
Is that a UFO?
That was pretty good.
So, all right, let me go. Let's see what we have here. I got some more pictures of Flushing.
Man, I didn't know you guys got dressed up Ryder Cup style.
Yeah, this is a great photo of Ryder Cup.
I love that.
Here.
There's Miggy.
We got the Team Europe and the Team USA. Obviously, unfortunately, Batch is in my team at this time. But
I'm sorry that I didn't get the invite for that.
Well, you're kind of 2,000 miles away.
There's the pool that Angelo and I played in.
Yep. Great pool. Still open.
Oh, okay. Story about this one. And you know who this is, Angelo, because you better. I was at a meeting with the city of Dallas and some smart cities folks that are in Dallas. And this lady shows up to the meeting with a Michigan shirt on. And we had just come back from playing Flushing. And so I asked her, I said, so what, are you from Michigan? She said, yeah. And I said, well, where in Michigan are you from? She goes, oh, you've never heard of it. It's a little town. And I said, well, what's it called? And she said, Flushing. And I was like, no way you just said that. No way. And so then about a year later, I can't remember how long, it was about a year later, she called me out of the blue and she's like, hey, you know the guys in Flushing? I said, yeah. And she said, well, my best friend's getting married there and they want some special request for the wedding. And I think they're having a hard time because it's a big ask. And I said, well, I know the main guy, you know. So and actually when she called, I was in Flushing because we were at the Trevathan Cup.
Wow.
And so I said, hey, Lo, can you do this? He's like, it's done. And she's like, you're a hero. The wedding is successful. And it's awesome. But what are the chances that I would meet somebody in Dallas at a meeting who grew up in the town where Angelo's?
It could have been from Grand Rapids. Could have been.
What's the population in Flushing? Like 10,000, 5,000?
And not a bad swing.
8,800, okay? I just checked.
8,800.
Wow.
Crazy.
Wow. Not a bad swing.
Half a million in the county, but 88 in Flushing. So, but anyway,
she kills the ball. By the way,
I bet that's a full shoulder turn right there.
It's fast full. And I was playing with her and a council member in Dallas at Stevens Park. Joey, you played Stevens Park.
Yeah.
Number 18 was 240 from the ladies' tees up the hill. Her drive lands over the green.
Oh wow.
Yeah, she can play.
She can punch.
So this is now the new number one. Is that right?
That's the new number one. Yep. This is during opening during COVID, and we only have 22 pull carts at that time, and people they want to go golfing, and they figure stuff out. If we run out of pull cart, they're just gonna bring a dolly.
Is that's a moving dolly?
That's a moving dolly?
Is that a moving dolly?
That is a dolly. I mean, that's heavier than the bag. I don't understand why they want to drag that around.
This is why I love people in Michigan.
I had no idea what that was. I was just going to stay quiet.
It's a dolly. I mean, this is
that's awesome.
This is a good photo here. Yeah.
That's Jesse, isn't it?
Yeah, that's
Joey. I hope you would know it's your son.
Whose driver is that? Is that Gavin's driver? That's Gavin's driver.
That's Gavin's driver. I couldn't figure out if Jesse's left-handed or right-handed because he swings both ways at that point. Yeah, he was 4 years old at that time.
He's ambidextrous. He can kick and swing.
Like that little tailor-made adjustable that it's a hot.
Well, your friendly PGA professional here is a tailor-made staff, so I got to shout it out.
See?
And in that, you used to be on Cobra staff. Not that TaylorMade isn't better than Cobra, but do you remember you were playing those irons that were made for Ricky Fowler?
Yep. You just put it in your bag. You said, I want it.
I hit one shot. I still had those clubs, and it was like, oh, the clouds parted. And I said, I have to have these. And you traded me straight up my old set of pings. I still love you for that.
Yeah. I knew you. Right. I think I heard that story. Yeah.
So, Angelo, before we go, tell us why do we need to come play at Flushing? I mean, we've told the people a lot of great things, but what are some things that are going on at the course right now that let's see. I just got a 10-minute warning. We're good though. We can wrap up.
Don't mess around.
Okay. Well, if you come out and play Flushing Valley, you just don't. It's a great track, but not just the track. You will meet a lot of great dudes. You will come out of there with, having, more friends than you can ever imagine. That's how great that community is. They're like uptight. So, who's ever within 30 mile zone, if you guys want to fly in, Flushing Valley is a great track. So, meeting the people, you'll come out of there with a lot of friends, to be honest.
Guys, I'm 100 years old. And so you could imagine how many friends I've had through basketball growing up. I had a birthday party at Flushing just at the end of August, just this year, just because it was like, nope, I'm getting to know these dudes. It's only been a couple of years, but it's that much fun up there. It's that cool. So just what Lo's saying. Is that Reza next to you, Lo? Do we get a hi to Reza? Is that?
Honey, you want to say hi with your
Just
with
her voice.
Your,
We hear
my
Risa.
she's in bed. She's in bed.
Woo!
So,
Hi.
Risa, I miss you. How are you?
I miss you. Why are we eating at the Indian restaurant?
and
I
got
know.
my
Why aren't
daughter
you
here.
ordering a steak there?
Why are there 4 pillows and you didn't give Brian Davis at least one of them when he stayed on that hard
I
floor?
gave him a couple pillow and a folding bed. I mean, that's what he deserves. If he shoots,
those were tough sleeping conditions, man.
A folding
I
chair
told-
is
I
not a
told him
folding
either-
bed.
I told him either you sleep in the bed, you shoot 72, or you shoot 82, you get a folding bed. So that's where he ended up sleeping. I'm joking.
I think you've forgotten because I did shoot 66 that day, but I mean, I don't know.
Yeah. You did, actually. You played well.
And then I beat that college kid, and the next day he waxed me. He thought about it all night.
He really did.
But
Who's that, Mike? Who's the college kid, Mike?
Mikey?
No,
Yeah, Mikey. Yeah.
Nick
Mikey?
Winarski. That
it was
there.
Nick.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. What you just said, Angelo, about meeting friends, that's exactly – I went out there and just knew you and played with you, and now I know Ryan, I know Steve, I know Nick, I know Charlie, your head pro. Those are all dudes I'd love to hang out with and can't wait to get back.
Oh, you will meet more people. I mean, now we just build a house right beside it and we Airbnb it. I mean, for sure, stay for a couple days and you'll have a blast.
Please tell the story. I can't believe I didn't tell this, and I'm glad you can. You were trying to get a really good cook, chef when you first took over. And I ate there the first time and I was like, man, that meal is incredible.
Phenomenal.
And you got the guy from Warwick Hills. Talk a little bit about him and how you were able to get him.
Well, he was underpaid, overworked, so that's how simple it is. I mean, pay the guy what he's worth and treat him well and promise him a lot of networking, and here he is, and 4 years from now he's still with us. And
I was going to ask, he's still with you?
Absolutely.
Well, that's great.
Hopefully he's not still overpaid and underworked.
Well,
Better course.
So okay, you weren't on the call when we talked about Chandler or Rackham. Do you have any other comments about those two courses or what you learned there that sort of led to your success over at Flushing?
No, but honestly, I still love those golf courses. I mean, Chandler Park, I grew up playing there. Not really grew up. It's where I really learned how to play golf with my other brother, Nicky. And, Rackham is where I first competed. And I couldn't imagine I became the head pro in those golf courses. One of these days, hopefully the city of Detroit can, allow us to manage it. And, I can go back to those golf courses, add it to what we're doing right now, as a management company. So great track. I mean, got a lot of good history on those both those golf courses. Rackham's got a great history between Ben Davis and the boxer. Tim, you can probably
Joe Louis.
Joe
Lewis played out there a lot.
Joe.
Pictures of him, you could Google him. There's pictures of him on that course. One of the
Exactly.
first courses that allow a person to
Yep.
become an African-American on it.
Brian's been to his namesake course here in Chicago. Remember us playing that one, Brian?
I was just thinking that.
The Champ down on the south side.
What did they call it? The Champ. Joe
The
Louis.
Champ.
Champ.
Yeah.
Gosh, that was great. That was
Wow.
a great course. Well, in one of the things that we did at Rackham I was talking about earlier is you took me upstairs, and there were all the old lockers, and I think Ty Cobb had a locker at one time up
I didn't
there.
know that existed.
Joe
I
Louis
had no
and
idea.
Yeah. I mean, it's very historical. Honestly, it's the first golf course in actually in the country that they allowed African American to kind of start playing some golf. So it's the history wise at Rackham. I mean, it's a Donald Ross design. Everything's positive about that place.
it's a Donald Ross design.
It is. Yeah.
Well, that explains the nightmare green complexes.
Oh, Rackham,
Here's the thing, Angelo, is
hands down.
if there's one trademark you have on your golf courses, if you look at Chandler, Rackham, Flushing, what would you say your number one sort of trademark is when you go to a place?
I mean, Donald Ross, tough greens. Flushing is Colin and Reed design. One of the PGA professional from Europe that came in and designed that golf course. They're known to have small greens. Donald Ross, big greens, turtleback greens.
You're being humble. Every course you're associated with is in perfect shape.
Well, that's what I do. That's my skill, is to bring it back to its glory, and as much as you can to have the golfers enjoy it.
Well, you do it because you love the game, and we all love the game.
Yeah.
So
I used to love them, but now not so much.
If you're watching, you need to go to Detroit. You need to go to Flint, to Flushing, play some well-manicured courses at like bargain basement prices. It's amazing how far the dollar will go, your golf dollar up in Detroit and throughout Michigan. We didn't talk about Arcadia Bluffs, but maybe one of the most fun golf courses I've ever played.
It's a lot of fun.
Joey, any final thoughts?
Yeah, don't let Mr. Carlos sway you. The Carpats are not that bad.
Make Los walk. No cart for Los. Los has to walk.
He's gonna walk with that. He's gonna walk with that dolly. Next time he comes, give him that dolly. You say, "Here you go. Stay off the carpet."
He needs to take the dolly.
I ride with Los all the time during the Trevathan Cup. I've never known Los to complain. He's never complained about a thing. He's always smiling. We're laughing.
That's why it was so funny. I was like, "Hey, everybody, can we thank Angelo for letting us play for free today?" And Los said, "Yeah, boy, them Carpats, man, they suck.
They're rough." I expect more of that from Steve. More than Bass than Los. That's not a Los comment right there. Oh man.
Hey, our recording, Zoom's gonna shut us down. Love all you guys. Thanks for jumping on. I'll post.
Love you guys for last minute. Thank you.
Everybody, catch y'all on the next one, hopefully.
Urban Golf Hazards.
All right, guys, it's been fun.